What's good, Wayne gang? It's your boy Wayne. I'm back with another reaction. I told you I was dropping them back to back, and I gotta stop saying that because at this point, I think I proved myself. I think I've done enough reactions and have enough coming to stop saying that. So, happy holidays, Wayne gang. Merry Christmas to all of y'all out there. I hope y'all got everything that y'all wanted. I hope y'all got to spend much needed time with y'all's family. If y'all travel, I hope that the travels were smooth. Everybody was safe. Y'all had fun. I just really hope that everybody had the Christmas that they wanted to have, had the holidays that they wanted to have. We are approaching the first quarter now. We end in the fourth quarter. We got a couple more days left, and we are heading into 2026. So I'm hitting it off with a bang. I'm doing all of my reactions. I'm staying consistent. I'm constantly on stream, and now we recording more videos for the family channel as well. So welcome back, Wayne Gang. We going places. I don't know when. I don't know how long it's going to take. But I will tell you I'm going to be here and be consistent as long as it takes for that to happen. We are going to be reacting right now to Carmen lacking at restaurant. Noonie about to lay Karina out. This is a tea room reaction. And we're going to go ahead and react to this real quick. And then I think we're going to react to the rest of the tea room videos. I'm a couple days late. This was posted a couple days ago. So hopefully this even catches y'all. But let's get into the reaction.
So now previously I reported on how Karina is now following Noonie's ex-boyfriend, LA Foes. Now not only are they following each other, she was also spotted in his likes on Instagram. If you guys have not checked out my previous video on this topic, I will link it at the top here, but I also spoke on how Noonie has came out and claimed that she doesn't play behind this one. So now Noonie is speaking out. She went on to Twitter and she stated, "Big mama, no kids, waiting for the right N-word, right time." Then she says,
Real quick, if it's her ex, like, and I get it, people got their ex, they got their favorite ex, they got everything that, like, you know, their history, whatever the case may be. Noonie and Karina been beefing for too long. So to expect her to owe you any loyalty and not talk to your ex or whatever the case may be. And correct me if I'm wrong, maybe they made up. I don't really see it happening. But either way, it's your ex for a reason. So if she want to talk to him, then she can talk to him. To try to fight her over somebody you're not currently dating is insane. If he was for taking anyways, regardless, like, I don't see, like, why they got to run back and forth to the internet to fight over an ex-boyfriend. I don't play about this one. Well, then get back with him. I'm not understanding. But personally, I just feel like they like to argue, especially these two. They like to argue about any and everything just to make themselves relevant.
genuinely not worried about no one that run through packs of boric acid and a multitude of other suppositories. Then she retweets, "I don't blame no B for being obsessed with me. Like it's me. I get it." Anyways, you guys leave your opinions on this down in the comment section below. What do you guys think about Karina going back and following Noonie's ex-boyfriend? Now let's move on to this next topic with Carmen and
real quick, not only that, it's a follow, bro. Like, the world we live in where you can follow somebody and somebody else want to fight you over it or mad about it. Like, you could follow somebody, they can follow you, or somebody like your picture as if you can control the likes. People be getting mad and then wanting to fight over it. For what? It's a follow. They didn't pop out on the internet together. They didn't come out and say that they was together or even talking or I mean anything really. So ultimately it's like, why are you mad? Carmen and Corey, here we go.
Corey. So now recently Carmen posted a photo out at a restaurant in Houston with her friend. She tagged the restaurant Joey Uptown. Then she stated, "Mommy and auntie life be like." So I'm guessing Carmen posted this in real time, because immediately after Carmen posted where she was located, Corey then went onto Instagram and stated that he has eyes on her and he knows exactly where she's at, has someone watching her.
Before Corey get to talking, and I'm gonna say this right now, I've been watching like Carmen and Corey since the beginning, for real. I watch a lot of YouTube. I'm not too proud to say that. A lot of other content creators, a lot of other reactors, or just a lot of other people in the content creation space will be like, "Oh, I don't follow nobody. I don't watch none of that. I don't see yada yada yada." Nah. Like, I've watched Carmen and Corey and Damien and Bianca, even back when it was King and Neek. I've always watched, like, YouTube and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Because I always have access to my phone, and I don't know, I'd be bored. And thoroughly, I did enjoy a lot of, like, content that was getting created around that time. So, Corey has always been cool to me, you get what I'm saying? Like, and I know he didn't ruffle some feathers with a lot of other people who watch him. But I be trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, because a lot of times I think he just be trolling, honestly. I think he really just be saying stuff because he need his name to stay alive. However, after saying all of that, when we get to this particular topic, Corey, my guy, that's stalking. That's stalking. She can hit you with another lawsuit. You already said she got a restraining order on you because you can't see your kids, or whatever the case may be. Try to deem you unfit. You keep finding out where your kids are, but you can't do nothing about it. Understood all of that. But given the fact that you already got a restraining order out on you, why would you come to the internet and post that you have eyes on the person that also got the restraining order on you? And you... like, let's just listen. Corey, this is not smart. About a year ago, or like earlier this year, I can't remember which one it was, you were just in a situation of some people saying that you kidnapped them and wouldn't let them out the car, and then it was a whole thing, and then you went to Dubai, and then you got arrested, and then you got out, and you was on house arrest. You went through all of this already. Why would you come to the internet and tell somebody that you got them watched, that you watching them? So now, if anything happened to this woman, whether you're involved or not, they coming for you. Because you came to the internet and said, it's funny because I got people watching her. Now, let's listen to everything he says.
So funny, right? Because people be knowing my power. Like, it's just so funny because somebody somewhere right now, and they don't know that I got somebody right there.
Also, real quick, people don't know your power. I don't think you know your power. Your power gonna get you locked up because you're using your power to come to social media and talk about illegal activities, which on its surface isn't illegal if nothing is happening. But if she says, I fear for my life because this man is watching me and I can't even go out and eat without whatever, they gonna come for you, bro. Granted, if she know how this nigga is, she shouldn't even posted where her location was at until afterwards. But same breath, she shouldn't have to hide where she is. She should be able to post whatever she want and not have to worry about somebody like this bimbo talking about, oh, I got her watched and I got her looked at. I could have approached. Like, come on, bro. If you was grown and you as powerful as you say you are, then use that power that you got and the grownness that you got, or whatever, the high and mighty that you got. Use all of that shit, all of your efforts, all of your everything. Use all of that and put it into getting your children, bro. Like, put it into getting your kids. Put that power and that energy to use. Get your kids. Fight for your kids. Go to court. Subpoena her to court. Fight for your rights. I'm assuming because y'all married and y'all have the kids in Houston together that you're on a birth certificate. Right? So take her ass to court. And if that doesn't work, keep taking her to court until you have access to your kids. I'm not understanding why you so worried about people looking at her And your kids not nowhere near her, apparently. You just posted right after that your kids was in Alabama. If she in Houston, you in Alabama, your kids in Alabama, why are you wasting your energy on her in Houston when your kids are sure miles away from you? That's my 2 cents. But ultimately, you playing yourself. The reason why you get such a bad look is because you playing yourself, bro.
Over the year right now. It's just so funny why I tell everybody in life, man, like, no matter who you are, just always move smooth and, you know what I'm saying, be careful who you fuck with. Because, like, right now, somebody that I know very well is sitting down at a restaurant and they don't know that I got somebody right now with eyes on them. Literally, I can't make this shit up. I gotta keep it a band with y'all. But you know, the good side of me say, you know what, bro, leave it alone, gang. It's all good. You know, they'll never know.
2 things. 1, the good side wouldn't have made you bring it to internet. You should have just not said nothing at all. Which brings me to my second point. To say that they'll never know while being on the internet, telling them exactly what you're doing, means that they're going to know. You can't make this shit up. He is writing it for us. To say it's funny, they'll never know that I got somebody watching them, yet you're online telling the entire world something that you just said they will never know. Come on, bro. You gotta polish up. Ultimately, you gotta polish up. Because now you're making yourself, well, you tend to do this a lot, and I'll still be trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, bro. Because when you locked in, you make great content. But you just be making yourself look crazy. You be making yourself look like a fool 80% of the time. A lot of this stuff that you be in, you don't even need to speak on. It actually will work in your favor better if you don't speak on it. But then you speak on it and you drag it. But also, you're doing this with women. And I think that's the most important thing, because you're not going to be able to win society over when you're attacking women. You're coming for women, you're arguing with women. Women are going to take women's side all the time. If you want people to like you, if you want people to, hell, for instance, purchase your little $15,000, if you want people to do shit like that, you got to protect your image. You're not protecting your image by going back and forth with women online. You're not protecting your image by allegedly, kidnapping people, which, to be honest, I don't believe. I don't believe that he kidnapped them. But I'm saying the fact that you was in that situation, and it is alleged, the fact that was brought on social media, and then you was on a run, and then you ended up going to, none of this is helping anybody justify spending that amount of money, because nobody wants to be to become this. You get what I'm saying? A lot of us want to, I'm a small content creator, right? I'm just now starting out. Granted, I've been on YouTube for years. And I got about 12K subscribers. But I highly doubt the bulk of people that want to be content creators want to go through this shit, right? A lot of us want to do it because we want to entertain people, or, it's fun, or we just, we like it, whatever the case may be. Why is it that, everything that you do right now is getting a negative connotation behind it? Because of the way that you reply, the way that you go back and forth, the way that you could be with your now fiance who you say, I want Carmen to divorce me. All I want her to do is divorce me so that I can marry my girl. Yet every video you post, you talking about Carmen. If I was your girl, I'd have knocked you upside your head. For real. If I was in your shoes, I would expect to get knocked upside my head. Because, no way are you talking about marry me, and every single conversation that you have is about her. Right? And then you take the channel and you try to promote her, but then in a process of trying to promote her and give her, I guess, some positivity, you then double down and bring the Carmen shit back up, which is then gonna hurt your now fiance. So I'm trying to see where your allegiance align. I'm trying to see, maybe you just crashing out because you're just not okay and you don't want to say you're not okay. Because that's a very real thing. If you're not okay, then just say that. But you getting on here becoming the topic of every bad discussion is not working in your favor, my boy.
But I see them. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted to, I could have had that person approach them. But
And then you would be in
that's how you keep your cards player. Keep that shit smooth, suave.
Boogie is being exposed.
That's not playing. That's illegal. If I wanted to, I could have somebody, go approach her. Yup. And then you came to the internet and said that. Yup. And then that person you had approach him is going to jail, and so are you, nigga. I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding the fact that, like, niggas don't think before they get online and speak. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm all for putting y'all in my business about shit. I don't be caring, you get what I'm saying? And then there's shit that I may speak on, that shit I'm not going to speak on, you feel me? I'm always going to stand attention, but I'm not going to get on here and look like a fool. I'm not going to get on here and look like an idiot. I'm not going to get on here and be like, yep, that's 100% illegal, but if I wanted to, I could definitely do that right now, but I'm going to keep it played. Honestly, you ain't keeping nothing played because, again, you're targeting a woman. Corey, bro, do that to somebody. Do that to Boogie. Shit, somebody that is going to give you a run for you doing this to women, bro. Ain't shit player or P about that. Ain't shit suave or smooth about that. It's just not. That's not to say I ain't never supported, like, I still follow your channels and shit like that, bro. But this is just real shit from man to man. Stop arguing with these women online because that make you look. It make you look like a punk. It make you look pussy, bro. The only time you pop up is when you want to argue with a female. Get back on your shit where you was out in Africa, I think it was, looking at properties and buying shit, or get to building the properties on your, like, focus on some, like, get your image back. Because when you first started out with you and Carmen, bro, y'all was straight. Now I get it. Y'all ain't together, but you can still make your content, bro. You can still pump out your car content and do all of that shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't got to sit here and keep arguing with women.
Posed by a young lady on Facebook. Now, she went on to post, rappers shoot they shot at me too. I don't give a F. I'm not out nobody league. Now, I'm not sure if Boogie and Carmen are still together, but I mean, she does still have those tattoos. But this young lady posted a screenshot of her messages with Boogie. Boogie asked for her number and stated that he was finna text her. So let's move on to this next topic with Gigi and Kai. Now, you guys know at one point Kai and Gigi,
as far as the whole Boogie shit go, Boogie always in the middle of something and on some real shit, like, and it's probably an unpopular opinion, especially coming from a male. I just wish Carmen would get the hell away from him. Because I feel like, hey, don't nothing be what he say it is. Maybe everybody is cool with it, which is straight, but then also you just out here with everybody. Like, everybody got a story that's never been debunked and everybody just move on from it. Bro keeping it P 100%, I guess. But ultimately, at the end of the day, like, from Carmen to leave or to not be recording no more and then get with Boogie, who's arguably doing it 10 times worse, but in her face, and she's allowing it, is even crazier, because you could have just stuck with the nigga you had babies by. You feel me? But again, I digress. Everybody has their own decisions and their own opinions on everything. I just call it how I see it, I guess.
were pretty much living in the same home. Well, Gigi now has stated that she has a new penthouse that she's paying for herself, that she's living in by herself, but she still would be with Kai from time to time.
In my last condo, I had some weird interactions with people, and just to prevent stuff like that and just to keep myself safe, I personally just would rather try to be more discreet with things. There were people going up to my building actually asking my concierge if I live there and have they seen me here. Stuff like that is so weird to me. Why would you go to the place that I live and ask if I live there or if they've seen me be there. And every time something weird would happen, the concierge would tell me, and it would just freak me out because like I would just never know, like what if somebody's downstairs waiting for me to just come out, or like, you know, you just never know how people think. So like I said, I'm just gonna try to be more discreet even with this place.
Someone stated, "Ooh, of course I would never say the name of the place, but I know exactly where that is. And 2 years ago, that unit was $20K a month. I can imagine what it is now." So now Gigi is dropping a bag on her new penthouse. Anyways, you guys leave your opinions on that down in the comment section below. Now let's move on.
Hey, I'm proud of Gigi, bro. Like, man, it will be a time. And I know my time is coming. But people looking at like 20K a month, that's insane, bro. I wish I could afford 20K a month. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. More props. If you could afford 20 bands a month plus, and you got a penthouse, and you doing your shit with your money that you earned and you made, more power to you, bro. Like, ain't no hater shit around here. Like, that's motivation. I want to get to a point where I can afford 20K a month. Now, it ain't gonna be for no penthouse, because I got too many kids, and we need some land and a big-ass house. But nah, that's dope, bro. That's dope. And the fact that, like, it seems like her and Kai still doing good is smooth, too. You get what I'm saying? Now, granted, she probably just got it for her own sanity. She probably still going to be caked up with him 24/7 at his crib and then just pop at her crib when she needs space, which is 100% cool. They not married. You feel me? But, nah, kudos to her because she was just in some stuff with her mom a couple weeks ago. So, like, I'm glad she doing, like, she in her bag era and handling her business and not letting that shit just constantly beat at her. And it could be, but this could be the way that she sees herself getting out of it.
On to this next topic with Clarence and Queen. Now, as you guys know, Clarence and Queen were recently out at the Knicks game together, and of course,
I'm going to start by saying this, and we're going to watch the whole Queen and Clarence straight through. But as long as you guys know me, there will be zero, and I do mean zero, Queen and Clarence slander around these parts. There won't be. Like, I be in Clarence's streams and shit like that. Bro, he a solid dude. Like, everybody like to hate on him. Everybody like to talk about him. Everybody like to tell him as a grown-ass man what he should do and what he shouldn't do, when he should do it, when he shouldn't do it. All of that shit. All of that. There will be no slander on Queen and Clarence around here. Period. My sister-in-law, and she just turned 18, so this was years and years ago when she was a minor. She swore by them. I remember when I would, watch my YouTube videos, she'd be like, "No, you should watch Queen and Clarence, whatever. I caught a lot of their videos, and I really started watching them when it was them. It wasn't that other person. I'm not even gonna speak his name because I'm not throwing that out there in the atmosphere. But there will be no slander when it pertains to these over this way. Because they just living their life, enjoying their life, and everybody else just in their business. Granted, that's what they signed up for when they got on social media, but also, y'all focus on the wrong things. Be happy for them for living their life. Be happy for them for handling shit. But if you can look in Clarence's eyes, you can tell, bro, it's just, he probably just had it. He probably sick of y'all motherfuckers. I ain't gonna hold it.
Every time they're out together and it's posted, people start bringing up, when is the proposal? Well, a young lady on TikTok, a different take on all this. She's claiming that people keep asking where's the ring and not even concerned about Clarence's mental health, stating that it appears that he's going through depression.
You know what's crazy to me? Clarence, and yes, Queen Nija's boyfriend, Clarence NYC, yes, that man has been going through depression for over 2 years now, and nobody even cared to see it. Nobody noticed or none of that because y'all too busy focusing on a ring.
I applaud
like
her
that man has been going through it. Anybody can look at Clarence and tell that he has not been himself in so long. But y'all are choosing to ignore all the signs, everything, and even them telling y'all that he's been going through it and going through depression. It's been over 2 years. And the fact that every time y'all see him, like, y'all just have tons of hundreds of thousands of hate comments for this man. For what? For absolutely nothing. Like, it's crazy to me, bro. Like, it just makes no sense. Like, no sense. This man ain't never cheated on her. That's been proven. Never embarrassed her. Never beaten on her. That we have knowledge of. None of that shit that her actual husband did do to her. Never did none of that. The only thing that y'all can say about this man is that he didn't marry her yet. Which is crazy. Because y'all don't know what the they got going in their relationship. Or what the they're going through personally. Like I said, depression isn't like, do you know how hard it is for him to get out of bed with depression? I'm just saying. Room, pitch black, can't eat, can't sleep, can't do shit. Like, that shit is actually real, bro. And the fact that y'all get on here and cyberbully people for absolutely no reason is even crazier to me. That man ain't never did shit, never did nothing. They're just not married yet. What else? Can anybody tell me what the else he's done that y'all just hate him so much for? That y'all have to see him every time y'all see him? Tell me what. I didn't think so. Like, I didn't think so. You can be with somebody for 6-7 years, but if those 6-7 years, if you don't have, like, people have setbacks, bro, in relationships. If you're going through something and if you have a setback, do you know how long it may take to?
I know I said I was going to let this play through, and I apologize because I didn't. But I do want to say this. There's a vast majority of people that run around here. Now, I will say primarily women. Just about all women. Not just about all women, but it's all women that feel this way. Men don't typically feel this way. It's not the entire population of women, but the category of women that I'm talking about that feel this way feel like, oh, well, when a man knows, he knows. Right? Which, to an extent, you would somewhat be correct. The thing is, it's at the discretion of each and every man for each and every situation, right? So, for instance, me, right? I knew essentially off rip, but I was 15 when I knew. Now, granted, I'm still married to this day. I got married at 19. We've been together since I was 15, right? I knew. The difference between me and other people is, and I know this shit at some point might get clipped and it's going to come back around because the internet never dies. I personally didn't care about anybody else's opinion. I personally didn't care about whether my family was on board, whether her family was on board, whether friends were on board. It was what I wanted to do. And what I want to do, I do. Right? So he could be trying to set things up to where they're both in a good place, right? They both have history with, like, she's been married before, she has another child, they have their child together. There's a lot of things that they need to fine-tune and be together with, right, as one for when that day comes. A lot of people make it seem like, well, he's supposed to marry her and then we'll just figure this out once we get there. No, but then that's how marriages fail, right? Another thing, too, is that he could have always known and he want to get himself right. He want to get his mental health right. He want to get his grips on everything so that it's that much special. And then you bring me to the third thing. Everybody on the internet is damn near trying to force him into it. So it gets very hard to, like, plan something special and romantic without then everybody saying, oh, well, you did it because we didn't pressure you for so long. It ain't real. You didn't want to marry her. You didn't marry her for this long. Now you all of a sudden marrying her because we saying something. You get what I'm saying? And I wouldn't be surprised, and I would actually kudos to them if they just already been married or they just get married in silence and then pop up years down the line and be like, nah, we actually been married for a decade, but y'all wouldn't let it die, so we just let y'all talk about it. You feel me? Because ultimately, at the end of the day, they have to go on their timing. It's their timing. It's nobody else's. You can't just say, oh, every man knows after 2 minutes of meeting somebody or after a year of meeting. Some people go through their own process on when they want to take that step. It's not that it wasn't a possibility, or it's not that, he doesn't want to marry her. It could be just as simple as he wants to make sure it's the perfect time, or the right time for him, the perfect time for him, right? And her, rather. I'm sure they've had this conversation. But I'm going to let the rest of this play out, I promise y'all. And then I'll probably touch at it on the end. I think this is going to be the last clip that's going to be on this video, and we're going to wrap this one up.
Rebuild from that setback after going through the actual setback in itself. Like, all that shit takes time. Rebuilding relationships, rebuilding all types of shit within yourself, within your relationship, within your families. Like, they have told y'all so many times that they're trying to build that relationship back with her mom, with her family, everything before they even get married. Why would you jump into a marriage when you haven't done all the full work to lead yourself into a marriage yet? It's like y'all are trying to set that girl up for failure, bro. Y'all are trying to set that girl up for failure. Let them go the pace that they're going. When they're ready to get married, they will get married. And also, another thing is, I don't think that y'all understand that the longer that y'all talk about it, if it's all y'all talk about, it's never going to be the right time. You want to know why? Because it's always going to feel like he's just doing it because y'all are telling him to do it. Maybe if y'all would shut the fuck up, but y'all won't. So it's never ever, like, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's always going to be damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because y'all don't ever shut the fuck up.
Well, I said it. She just reiterated it. I'm clearly not the only one that see it that way. But that's all I got for that reaction. Y'all got any questions, comments, concerns? Drop them down in the... I would love to have a chat with y'all in the comment section. I'll read everything. So, yeah, if y'all don't agree with me, y'all got a difference of opinion, or hell, if y'all do agree with me, comment down below. Let me know. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button. I'm about to hop into the next reaction. I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm out. Gang.